up, metalheads? Welcome to another Friday night, which means it's time for another Full Metal Call Out live here on Full Metal Media, unless you're watching us post-game, which is then on Worldwide Movie Games, of course. I'm your host for the evening, Alex Worden. No Omega tonight, just me, partly because I've got a cold. And I'm here hosting because I was originally supposed to play in this match, but I couldn't pass up an opportunity to not be here helping out with a Back to the Future match. It's going to be something special. Personally, I'm more of a Ghostbusters fan, but that's just me. On that note, though, we've got two question hosts for this evening who are going to share the duties. First, I'm going to throw it over to our head question writer, Jeremy the Adam Adams. Jeremy, what's going on?
Hi, guys. Man, I'm so excited for this. I am on cloud nine. This is one of my very favorite trilogies. I love these movies so much, and this is the first time we've done a specialty match where I wrote all the questions, and that it was my pride. It was a labor of love, and I'm just so excited to get into this. And haven't hosted in a few weeks, so I'm glad to be back in the hosting chair, and this is just going to be amazing.
You got that right, Jeremy. And yeah, you haven't been in the hosting chair for a few weeks, but this is definitely one match where we need you in the hosting chair. Joining us in the hosting chair this evening, another one of our league's question writers and your co-question proctor for this evening, the Sandman, Sandy Robinson. Sandy, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much, brother. It's good to be here. I was originally not going to come tonight because I wanted to get an early night's sleep, but I couldn't take it, man. I tested these questions. I love Back to the Future almost as much as everybody else does. The whole trilogy is awesome. So I'm going to go without some sleep, and I'm going to rock this out with Jeremy and Alex and you guys. So I'm really excited.
All right. I'm glad you're here, too, because if you can't tell by my voice, I am suffering from a little bit of a cold, goddamn Canadian winter. So I'm glad someone else is here to put the strain on their voice tonight with the major question asking. But on that note, that's enough from us for the hosts. So much like I did the last time I hosted a match, I'm just going to forego pregame interviews, and I'm going to introduce all of our players. So on that note, introducing first, the man who threw out this Back to the Future challenge. He is the man-child, Nazario Montenegro. Woo! Rocking that sweet T-shirt that is needed for this match. Hopefully that date isn't one of the answers, though. Otherwise, everyone should get it right.
I kind of thought that, you know.
Nazario was hoping. He was hoping.
Yep.
Introducing next, the first man to answer the challenge after I had to step away because of my own personal reasons. He is the Crusher, Malcom Goldie. And finally, introducing last. He's also wearing a Back to the Future t-shirt. You know him, you love him, you hate him. He's a hateful great. The dude, Andrew Hayes. Dude. All right. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and let's go to the multicam. And this is how the game will work. It is an Iron Man match, people. We have 45 questions pre-written. Whether or not we use them all, we'll get to. But how this will work is we're going to have a 30-minute whiteboard round where we will just go through question by question. Each competitor will have 15 count to write their answers on their whiteboards and get 1 point for each correct answer, no penalty if they miss. After those 30 minutes, if we still have questions left, we will then go into a 5-minute sudden death round where you have a 10 count to answer each question, unless extra time is needed for length, and any incorrect answers will cause you to lose a point. Correct answers will gain you a point. At the end of either 45 questions or the 35 allotted play minutes, we will have one overall high score player to win the match. So, contestants, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Then let's get into this call out. Jeremy, you have the first question. Time will start when you begin speaking.
All right, guys, let's do it. First question now. In part 1, what was the date when Marty arrived in 1955?
In part? Excuse me?
In part 1, in Back to the Future, the first film, what was the date when Marty arrived in 1955? Month and day.
5, 4, 3, 2, and pens down, please.
All right, let's start with Andrew.
Is it October 26th?
Oh.
It is not.
I always get the dates fucking confused.
Malcolm.
Did we lose him?
Nope, he's still there, I believe. Well, let's wait a second. Let's go to Nazario next then.
November 5th.
And Malcolm? Malcolm?
I also get 26.
Oh, okay. It is November
Okay.
5th. Good job,
See,
Nazario.
there's so many dates and fucking times. You know?
Yeah. All right, guys. Second question. Who co-wrote the first film and was a producer on the film? Co-wrote the film with Robert Zemeckis and was a producer on the film. I think we might be getting some feedback from somebody.
I believe we are, but it's nothing that's really impacting things.
Okay.
So we'll just
All
let it go.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down.
All right. Once again, we'll start with Andrew.
I only put this because I know he produced it. Steven Spielberg.
No.
Not a bad guess, but no. All right, Malcolm.
I also
Oh.
All right,
Executive
and
producer.
and Nazario.
Bob Gale.
2 points for Nazario.
Damn.
All right, guys. What are the names of Marty's brother and sister, played by Mark McClure and Wendy Jo Sperber? The first name.
Damn, I know. I definitely know one of them.
Yeah. Got a lot of the one in the testing, and people reaching for the second one.
5, 4, 3, 2, and pens down.
All right, this time we'll start with Nazario.
Dave and Linda.
That is correct. He's on a roll.
All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, I got it wrong. I put Lorraine and Alex.
All right, and Andrew.
I spelled Linda so wrong, but it's David and Linda.
Okay, cool.
We'll take
Awesome. He's on the board.
I pulled that Linda out of my
All right.
ass.
All right, guys. I do need a specific answer on this next one, just to let you know. In the first film, Doc wonders why things are so heavy in the future and specifically asks if there is something wrong with what?
Great question. So good.
Shit.
Great.
Can you
great
repeat
line.
that, please?
Yes. In the first film, Doc wonders why things are so heavy in the future and specifically asks if there is something wrong with what?
Five, 4, 3, 2, and pens down, please.
All right, once again, we'll start with Nazario this time.
Okay, I don't know about spelling, but it's the Earth's gravitational pull.
That is exactly it.
All right,
Okay.
and Malcolm.
I put Earth's gravitational pull.
Yes.
All
He's
right.
on the board.
And Andrew.
I did not put anything.
Oh, no.
All right, let's move on.
All right, guys. In part 2, Michael J. Fox plays how many members of the McFly family? And this doesn't include different time versions of the same person. It's just how many people, how many members of the family did he play?
Just the number?
Yeah. How many members of the family did Michael J. Fox play in part 2?
Bragging rights if he can actually name all the characters as well.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
No points,
Nazario-
but bragging rights.
Nazario will never back down from that.
All right, that's a 5, 4, 3, 2, and pens down, please.
All right, this time we're going to start with Malcolm.
3.
That is correct.
Jesus
And-
Christ.
Andrew.
I put 4.
Oh,
Ooh, close. And Nazario.
3, Marty Jr., and Marlene.
there you go.
Ah.
That's it.
All right, guys.
You know what? Yeah.
All right. In the drive-in scene early in part 3, Who is Marty referring to when he says, "Oh yeah, you haven't heard of him yet"?
Oh shit. Oh, fuck. Shit.
And I have an extra deep trivia fact I'll hit you with after the question.
What?
5, 4,
I wasn't going to be a jerk and ask that one.
3,
Uh,
2, and 1. Pens down. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Let's start with Malcolm again.
I've probably got this wrong. I put Clint Eastwood.
You got it. That is it.
Nice one. Andrew.
I put Clint Eastwood.
There it is. Furiously writing that
And
down.
Nazario.
Clint Eastwood.
There
Hey,
it is. Still
Great
perfect.
job, guys. And the extra little trivia fact, the two movies playing in the drive-in, Revenge of the Creature and Tarantula, both starred a young had a young Clint Eastwood in the cast. Little Easter egg there. All right.
That's my partner.
In the first film, Jennifer writes a phone number on the back of the clock tower flyer, along with what message?
I thought you were gonna ask for the number for
What?
a second.
Yeah, me too, man. That would be
I'm not that
crazy.
much of a jerk.
I was about to be like, I know
There's
it's
some
like,
deep ones in here, but I have my limits.
4,
I know it's like 558 something. I know that.
Probably 5.5.
and pens
All right.
down, please. That would have been boss level.
All right. Let's go ahead and start with Nazario again.
I love you.
Thanks, Nazario, and you're correct.
See, that's why he wrote that question. Malcolm.
Yeah, I wanted the love.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
I just put Call Me.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Darn.
no.
And Andrew.
I love you.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks,
Ah,
Andrew.
thank
Thank
you,
you. All right.
See,
See, Malcolm doesn't love us. He
Malcolm
just
doesn't
wants
love us.
to
See,
call. He just wants to call.
I love everybody unless you're a goon. If you're a goon, I have no love for you.
All right, guys. All right, your eighth question. What actor played Principal Strickland? And also Marshall Strickland. Also Marshall Strickland.
I knew that I should have looked up fucking actors in the movie beforehand.
Yeah, might have helped.
Yep.
There may be some more actors questions waiting for you. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I have no one to blame for myself. But
3, 2, and
I don't
1.
even have enough time.
Pens
All
down.
right. Starting with Nazario again.
James Tolkien.
There it is.
All right.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
I'm going with a traditional Robert Parker guess, John Lithgow.
James Tolkien, great actor from that era. He's in Masters of the Universe.
And
Yes.
Andrew.
See, I put nothing, but I usually write Andrew Hayes when I don't know. But
All right.
All right.
All right. This is probably the first question that came to my mind when I started writing the match. I don't know what that says about me, but in part 2, when Marty approaches Biff's hotel in the alternate 1955 timeline, what rock song is playing?
ooh,
Mm.
ooh, there's a lot of rock songs that play this.
Every time you bring this up, I want to start humming the song, and I'm like, no,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
do it. Don't do it.
Oh,
Don't
I
do
have
it.
to do.
Don't
I have to do the high singing part.
5,
I know
4,
this is wrong, but I'm gonna put something in it.
3, 2, and pens down, please.
All right. This time we will start with Malcolm.
This is probably going to be wrong, but I put Power of Love.
Oh, first
Oh,
movie.
no.
Sorry.
First movie. Andrew.
This is also probably wrong. I put Beat It.
Nope.
No.
In the movie, but wrong spot. And
Yeah.
Nazario.
I don't know.
Oh!
No.
Oh,
would be-
it's his first miss.
It would be the
Russian Free Car.
the Sammy Hagar classic. I can't drive 55. All right. All right. 10th question and the last one in this first grouping. In part 3, Clara says that her father bought her a what when she was 11?
Another great question.
Thank you.
Oh, you know I'm your biggest fan, so.
Thank you. This ties in with what makes this movie so sweet. I really think this movie's underappreciated, and I love it.
I think this is another wrong answer, but
5, 4, 3, 2, and pens down, please.
All right. Once again, we'll start with Malcolm.
Malcolm?
I believe he's frozen again, so let's move on and get Andrew.
This is probably wrong.
Oh.
But what? Okay.
Andrew, that's correct.
That is right.
Oh shit! Fuck me.
Andrew's correct. Malcolm.
Malcolm? Oh, train?
Incorrect.
See it. Okay.
All right.
Nazario. Sorry.
Telescope.
There it is.
All right.
All right.
So that is the end of segment 1 of the match. We have 18 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Current scores are Nazario with 9, Malcolm with 3, and Andrew with 4.
Oh shit! That's more than I thought I was gonna get. So.
All right.
All right.
Let's get right into question number 11, guys. I'll be doing your questions for these 10. In the first film, when Doc hears that Ronald Reagan is president in 1955, he jokingly asks, "Who is vice president?"
He asked if who is vice president.
Sorry, I missed that word.
Yeah.
If
Oh.
who is vice president?
See, I know like some of it.
Another favorite question of mine of the group. I love
know
this question.
This is a fantastic question. It'd be even more
5,
fantastic if I could get the whole answer.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh man!
All right, guys.
We will start with Andrew this time.
I know that the first name is James, and I think the last name begins with an S, but I know you guys are.
Actually, you're off on that one, but that's okay.
Little off.
All right,
Who
and
the
then
fuck am I
Nazario.
thinking of?
I couldn't pull it.
Oh, and Malcolm.
I didn't get it either.
Ronald Reagan, the actor. Then who's the vice president? Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis.
Yes, that's it.
I knew it. I was just
Not even close.
Oh.
All
We're
right.
going to write James
12.
Stewart, but no, not even close.
Number 12. What does Marty call the nifty feature that Nike sneakers have in
Nike,
2015?
Yeah.
What did I say? I said Nike.
Nike.
No, Nike. Tomato.
Sorry. Maybe it's different in Canada. Sorry.
It's not.
It's not.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's start with Andrew.
I didn't put anything.
Nazario.
Power lasers. All right.
Yeah.
And he got the
correct.
quote. And Malcolm.
I didn't pull it.
No.
Okay.
Oh. All right, let's hope I get question number 13 all the way read through properly.
You got this.
At the end of part 1, copies of a book written by George are delivered to the house. What is its title?
Ooh,
So good. So good.
You see the smile on Jeremy's face growing? That's when you know a
Hey.
question is truly.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like-
turned red. I turned red on the evil ones. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we're starting with Nazario again.
A match made in space.
Oh my God! Wow.
Malcolm,
Good job, buddy.
Can you pull that?
No.
All right, and Andrew.
see, something told me that Jeremy was going to ask this question, so I put match made in space.
Oh, nice.
There it is.
And he's keeping it competitive.
All right, question 14. In part 3, what profession has Doc taken up in the Old West before Marty arrives?
This is one of those questions where if Makuga was in the audience, you'd hear a "Come on!"
Yeah.
Come on. Exactly.
Honestly, that was a spot-on impression. That sounded exactly like the Wild Man.
Yeah.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, starting with Nazario again.
Blacksmith.
Yep.
All right, Malcolm.
Blacksmith.
There it is.
Correct. And Andrew.
Blacksmith.
And as I said, it's a "Come on" question.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 15. In part 1, Biff's cohort is played by Casey Semesco. Let me repeat the question.
Go ahead, buddy.
In part 1, Biff's cohort, played by Casey Semesco, is always wearing what accessory?
Good job. You got there.
That's another one where I saw it and I go, Jeremy's 100% asking this question, so I made sure to make a note of that.
I did the same thing when we first announced this match.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's go ahead and start with Andrew.
That'd be 3D glasses.
There you go.
That it would be. And Malcolm.
I put headphones.
Oh.
And Nazario.
3D glasses.
There it is.
All right.
All right, on to question number 16. What great mystery of the universe does Doc plan to study after quitting time travel in part 2?
This is one of the best Christopher Lloyd deliveries of a line in the entire franchise. I love this scene.
Just perfect.
Can you repeat that, please?
Yes.
Perfect. Did you need a repeat?
Yes.
Please.
Yep. What great mystery of the universe does Doc plan to study after quitting time travel in part 2?
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Andrew, it's your turn first again.
I had nothing.
All right. Malcolm.
I had nothing.
Oh.
And Nazario.
You got it.
Women.
There it is.
Women.
I knew it was like glove or something or.
Nah. All right, hit him with the evil questions, Andy. I'm a jerk.
This is nasty. It just got nasty here, guys. Question 17. Name one of the 3 veteran character actors who play the old timers hanging out at their table in the bar in part 3.
Jesus.
One of the 3 veteran character actors at the bar, at the table in the bar in part 3.
Give him.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is, I'll legit say this. When I was testing this question, I was on my lunch break at work, and I had 3 people look at me when I screamed out, "What the fuck?"
I
love one of these guys so much, and I'll explain more why in a minute.
All right. Well, we may have to wait for that because we are starting to run low on the time count.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. This time we will start with Malcolm.
Mickey Rooney.
Good guess.
All right. And Andrew.
I put Billy Elliot.
Character.
All right. And Nazario.
You can choose.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Oh, that is really impressive.
I think we should just hand him the win right now.
Wow.
Hats off.
All correct.
Hats off to you, good sir.
All right.
Pat Buttram dubbed Taylor and Harry Carey Sr., and Pat Buttram did the voice of the Sheriff of Nottingham in Robin Hood, Disney's Robin Hood.
All right.
That's why I love him.
All right, question 18. In part 1, Marty confuses the Baines family in 1955 by calling an episode of what TV sitcom a rerun?
Another one of those evil Jeremy questions. I love it.
To me, this is easy. This one is easy, but whatever. To each their own.
It was easy for me.
But yeah, not to others.
AKA me.
Yeah, exactly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Let's go ahead and start with Nazario this time.
The Honeymooners.
Yeah.
That is correct.
And Andrew.
I wish I wrote the Honeymooners, but sadly I wrote nothing.
And Malcolm.
Let's see.
Good guess.
That was also my guess in testing.
Yeah.
All right, number 19. In 2015, what is the last name of Marty's boss who fires him?
And extra points if you can name his nickname as well. Not extra
Oh,
points. I'm
God.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Does that give me the win if I can name this nickname? If so, I do not know. Unless I do know it.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Go ahead and start with Nazario again.
Fujitsu, the Jits.
You got it. You got the nickname.
Oh, I put that in the wrong person.
And okay, I'm going to take that as a no from Andrew.
Yep.
I
And
put down
Malcom.
needles.
ooh, close. Good guess though. And Malcolm.
Good guess.
I put Cannon.
Okay. Right.
All right. So for my last question in this particular round, number 20, in part 3, the train conductor asks, "Is this a holdup?" Doc answers that it is what?
Another great
Another
Christopher Lloyd delivery.
amazing delivery. Another amazing delivery. God, he's good in those movies.
I'm telling you, he should have been nominated for an Oscar.
No doubt.
So should have Michael J. Fox. But
Oh yeah.
what does my opinion mean anyway?
All right. Everybody ready?
Crispin Glover. Oh,
right.
sorry guys. All right, it's time.
All right. Let's start with Malcolm.
I put an experiment.
Ooh.
We'll hold off on that
Close,
for a
but-
moment.
Yeah, close.
Andrew?
I put a science experiment.
That is it.
And Nazario.
It's a science experiment.
Yeah, I don't think we can give him experiment, guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but respect.
All right, guys. Your 20 question number 21. How much time
That
do you
is
have?
the end of segment 20. We have
Wow.
7 minutes 35 seconds on the clock. We have scores of Nazario with 18, Malcolm with 4, and Andrew with 8.
Oh,
7
shit.
minutes. 7 minutes left. All right. Your 21st question. In part 1, what does Doc give the Libyans instead of a bomb?
Ooh, fuck.
Another one of my great deliveries by him that just doesn't end.
Awesome.
I am so surprised I remembered this.
Oh, wow. Got the count there, Sandy.
5,
Ah.
4, 3, 2, and pens down, please.
All right, let's start with Andrew.
Pinball machine parts.
That
Exactly.
is correct. Nazario.
I put arcade machine parts.
We'll come back on that.
Come back on that. Malcolm.
I put car battery.
Okay. Yeah, got to be specific with pinball because
I
arcade
think
machines were
I'm
already
sorry. I
existing.
think
in
you
the
It's
gotta
okay.
have pinball in there. Yeah.
I
right.
tested with other parts, right, and it didn't get passed. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
he's already won the game, so.
All
Well,
right.
we'll see.
He could lose a bunch of points in that speed round. Who knows? All right. In part 2, what 2015 TV cable channel broadcasts beautiful views 24 hours a day?
Can you repeat that? You
Yes.
kind of froze up on my screen.
Okay. In part 2, what 2015 TV cable channel broadcasts beautiful views 24 hours a day?
Jesus Christ.
exactly.
It could be my deepest question. It's definitely up there.
Jesus.
5, 4, 3,
I'll tell you who got it right in testing after this.
I'll
and
tell you who got it wrong in this match, and that is me.
pens down.
All right, let's start with Nazario.
No, don't have it.
All right.
Ooh, Malcolm.
I put HBO.
Ooh.
No.
No. And Andrew.
I put Fox.
Oh.
As Robert Parker correctly guessed, it's the Scenery Channel.
I also
Scenery
guessed.
Channel. You did? Oh, I forgot that. Sorry. Okay, you both did. Okay.
You know what? I should have known that. But
All right, guys. Yeah, it's a tough one. All right. This is a not as tough one in my opinion. In part 3, Marty says that he learned to shoot at what specific place?
oh shit!
To shoot a gun.
This is another one where I go. Jeremy's asking this question. Got to note that one down.
Yeah.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down.
All right. Let's start with Andrew.
7-Eleven.
That's correct.
There you go.
All right. And Nazario.
7-Eleven.
And Malcolm.
I got nothing.
All right.
All right. In part 1, Biff says that he crashed George's car because he wasn't told that it had a what?
Another gimme.
Can you repeat that again? I want to make sure I heard that correctly.
Yeah. In part 1, Biff says that he crashed George's car because he wasn't told that it had a what?
Okay. I figured this was it, but I had to.
One of the
5,
best Biff moments.
4,
One of the best. One of the best.
3, 2, and 1.
All right. Let's start with Andrew again.
Blind spot.
Correct.
Correct.
And Nazario.
Blind spot.
Yeah.
And Malcolm.
Got faulty brake system.
Oh.
Mm.
All right. All right, guys. Another actor question. I'm sorry. What actor from Titanic played Biff's cohort Match in the films?
Oh, okay.
So good.
Just try to think of Titanic actors.
Oh, okay. This has to be good.
5, 4,
It's not Leo.
2,
Or is it?
1.
All right.
It's not.
Down.
Let's start with Malcolm on this one.
I think it's Martin Stein himself. But the guy.
Oh, it is not.
No,
Sorry.
it's not. And Andrew.
Well, it can't be anybody other than Kate Winslet.
Incorrect.
No.
Nazario.
Awesome.
It's Billy Zane.
It's
That would
Billy
be Billy
Zane.
Zane. Billy Zane.
Yeah,
All right,
you know,
guys.
I forgot Billy Zane was in the movie.
All right.
Oh my God.
If you think this next question is hard and deep, you actually have Jim Green to blame for this one. He gave me this question. In part 2, when Old Man Biff gives Young Biff the sports almanac in 1955, they listen to a college football game on the radio. What school won that game? What school won the football game?
I think this is it. Fuck, I gotta write that meter so it looks like I know what the answer is.
Even though I
I think I know it. Fuck. I can tell you what the score is.
Oh, wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down, please.
All right. Let's start with Malcolm.
Florida State.
Incorrect.
No.
I guess so.
Andrew?
I think it's WSU. But
No.
No, it's
sorry.
not. And Nazario?
UCLA 1917.
You
That
got
is correct.
It was
Andrew
UCLA.
had the score, but the wrong school.
Well, congrats on the score. All right.
Yeah.
In part 3, Buford Tannen says he will hunt Marty down and shoot him like what animal? Before
That
being
is an
corrected.
awesome question.
Hold on. Let him finish
Thank you.
reading.
All right, part 3, Buford Tannen says he will hunt Marty down and shoot him down like what animal before being corrected and saying dog?
So good.
It's dog, Buford. Shoot him like a dog.
Yeah, dog.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down, please.
Start with Nazario.
The duck.
That is
Dog.
correct.
Correct. And Andrew?
Nothing.
And Malcolm.
I didn't put duck. I put wolf.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right,
Okay.
guys.
Okay, I
In
put
part, yeah. In part 1, in the photo that Marty takes with him to 1955, what cartoon character is on his brother Dave's T-shirt?
I love this one.
I love how everybody who loves these questions gets them right. And then
Yeah.
when they get them wrong, they're oh.
Whoa,
No.
that's the last. That's it.
This will be the last question of the opening round.
3, 2, and pens down, please.
All right. Let's start with Nazario.
Not sure, but it's a Mickey Mouse.
It is.
It is.
Damn.
Malcolm?
I had the wrong French.
Oh, wrong franchise.
And Andrew.
Mickey Mouse.
Correct. All right. Jeremy, how many questions have we gone through so far?
28.
That's what I had. All right. So that is the end of the opening 30-minute segment. Just a quick recap. Currently, 28 questions in. Nazario in a commanding lead with 24 points. However, Andrew is on his tail with 12, and Malcom managed to get 4 throughout that round. However, we are into the last part of the match, the final 5 minutes, where correct answers are still worth 1 point, but incorrect or blanks are now worth -1 point. So there is still an opportunity for competitors to catch up if the others start to slip. That being said, the final 5 minutes will start on the next question read. Jeremy, when you're ready.
I hope you can still hear me. All right.
Can.
What actor known as the voice of Roger Rabbit had a cameo in part 2 as the man who wished he could have bet on the Cubbies?
Oh, fuck.
If you know you're Roger Rabbit, you'll know this, and another Zemeckis movie.
I know. I love Roger Rabbit.
5, 4,
Damn.
3, 2, 1.
All
Pens
right.
down.
Nazario.
Charles Fleischer.
Wow, good job.
Damn.
Malcom.
Just wrote again, -1 point.
Okay. And Andrew.
I got nothing.
All right.
Another little bonus trivia fact: he also plays the mechanic that tells Biff about his car in 1955. All right, question 30. Finish this line from part 3. Clara was 1 in a million, 1 in a billion, 1 in a blank.
Ooh, shit. That's a good one.
See, sometimes they say good one when they don't know it, or when it's hard.
5, 4, 3, 2, and
I didn't.
1. Pens down, please.
All right. Nazario.
Gasorpasorp.
Incorrect.
You knew it was something like that.
Malcom.
No.
I'm going with the obvious guess of trillion.
Incorrect.
Ooh,
That's what I
incorrect.
said.
He's get trillion. I'm sorry.
And Andrew.
I remembered it too late, so I pretty much got nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
The answer was Googleplex.
Googleplex comes
Yes.
after trillion. All right.
All right. Sandy, on to
All
you.
right. Question number 31. How many Oscars did part 1 win?
Whew. Oh, shit.
And a little extra credit if you can say what it won. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Here are the Oscars answers.
Starting with Malcom.
I guess 3.
No.
Incorrect. Andrew.
Is it? Ooh, I almost dropped my board. 1?
It is.
And Nazario.
I think I know what it is.
Damn. I guess 2. It's screenplay, right?
No,
No,
it's
it's 1
effects.
for sound effects. Yeah, Andrew
Oh.
with his Oscars knowledge.
There we go. Okay. Reset. Question number 32. In part 1, what song is playing when Marty walks across Town Square in 1955 for the first time?
Another one I can't say anything because I will start humming it.
And I will say, to me, this is a softball, but apparently I'm wrong, and it's not.
I know the tune. But what the fuck is the name of it? I know this is the wrong movie.
4, 3,
Might as well have something,
2, 1.
All right.
Heads down.
Let's start with Malcom.
Oh, you guys remembered my nickname.
I know this is probably wrong. I just put B6.
All right.
No. 1955.
All right. And Andrew.
I think this is the wrong movie, but Mr. Sandman.
That is correct.
That is
That
correct.
is the right answer.
And Nazario.
This one's for Sandy, Mr. Sandman.
All right.
Sandman. All right, guys.
I thought it was the wrong movie.
All right.
All right, guys.
In part 2, Oh, I'm sorry, Sandy. You're reading. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
In part two, in 2015, what chain is the gas station Marty looks at before being assaulted by the Jaws ad?
I remember you and me arguing over a Jaws question in this movie, Sandy. Those are good times. Right.
This time is really, really, really personal.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Nazario.
Texaco.
Andrew.
That's correct.
Texaco.
Yes.
And Malcolm.
Didn't get it.
All right.
All right.
And-
Question number 34.
Time's up.
Okay.
Oh!
Time is up. So, for the record, how many questions did we get through there?
33.
5.
30. We got to 35?
Yeah, no, we got to
It's
33,
It's
but then we
33.
only asked 5 in the speed round.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, 5 in the speed.
33 total questions. So, your final scores. Unfortunately, because of his performance in the speed round, Malcolm unfortunately zeroed himself out. I'm not giving him negative points. That's just cruel. Andrew finished off with 13, but your winner with an overall 25 points. The man-child, Nazario Montenegro!
Woo!
As advertised.
Amazing. He put out the challenge, and now we know why.
Yep.
Great job, man.
Way to do it, guys.
Thanks.
All of you guys.
This was fun as hell.
Good effort, guys, and it was fun. Any words you got there? Any words there from our winner?
Yeah, Nazario, you put out the challenge. Do you have anything to say about your victory?
Oh man, I came into this really, really nervous. I was thinking I was gonna forget a lot of stuff, but I'm glad at least I made the challenge and I could back it up. That's always good.
Yeah, man.
You're good.
2 out of the first the 2 out of the first 3 blocks, you got out of the 10 points, out of the 20 points, you got 18 out of the first 2 ones, man. That's
Wow.
awesome.
That's really amazing.
There were some deep cuts there, Jeremy. That was
There
fun.
were.
All right. But on that note, that brings us to the end of the match, folks. Nazario put out the challenge, and he delivered. This man proves he knows his Back to the Future franchise. I'm actually kind of sad I didn't take up the challenge overall in the end, but hey, I have my own life to live and my own business to run. But on that note, thank you very much for watching. If you have watched us live, thank you very much for subscribing to Full Metal Media. If you are watching this recorded, you are watching us on Worldwide Movie Games. Thank you for subscribing there as well. Check out both Worldwide Movie Games and Full Metal Media on YouTube and on Facebook. We run matches like this every week on Friday nights, live streamed on the Full Metal channel, and then with lovely post-production by our own Harley Quinn, Mark Borich, up on Worldwide Movie Games posted. On that note, though, we've had enough rambling tonight, and I'm clearly tired from my head cold, so I'm going to wrap things up for everyone involved tonight. Our contestants, Andrew the Dude Hayes, the Crusher Malcolm Goldie Lay, and your winner, the man-child Nazario Montenegro. Our hosts, Jeremy Adams and Sandy Robinson. I've been Alex Worden, and we will see you next time on Full Metal Trivia.
Make like a tree and get out of here.